Sri Ram is referred to as the Maryada Purshottam Ram. What does this mean? Maryada means limit. Purush is a man of honor and Uttama is the best. He was called Maryada Purshottam Ram because his entire life was led by Dharma. He stood by Dharma irrespective of what it meant personally as a cost to him. What I want to do today is to look at why he was called such, some of the qualities that made him the Maryada Purshottam Ram, and see what we can imbibe in our own life. Ram was born as the first child of King Dashrath and was the heir to the throne when his father told him that he had made a promise to his wife Kaikeyi and he would have to go on exile to the jungles for 14 years with his newly married wife. Just imagine the amount of bad news he would have got that day. But what strikes is his dharma was to respect elders and what they said, irrespective of what it meant to him. Went to the forest and stayed there for 14 years. Remember, our parents are our only real well-wishers in life. There will be a lot of other people who wish us well, but nobody comes even close to our parents. Listen to them. Follow what they're saying. Some things might look not appropriate, but in the end, it will turn out right because that's what Dharma is. In the jungle, he went through a lot of hardships, faced them with equanimity. One of the things which strikes is that one incident where Ravana's sister Surpaniki falls in love with him and wants to seduce him, and she takes the form of a beautiful woman, comes and tries to attract him. Rama, with her or in his entire life, never stepped out of his limit. He had a wife which was Sita, and he stayed loyal to her all his life. The Maryada Purshottam also comes from his personal life, not just from the war and the things he did, also from the way he believes a man has to conduct himself. When Ravana kidnapped his wife and took her away to Lanka, and as he was progressing to fight and find her, he made a lot of friends, and one of the legendary relationships was with Sri Hanuman. It's legendary because the way they both connected with each other, they had each other's back and could do anything for each other. It tells you that however powerful, however strong you are, you need to have a network of friends and relationships for you to succeed. And remember, Rama was probably one of the bravest and the most gifted warrior at that time. He never was arrogant. He did show any arrogance. He was always humble. And again, there's a lesson for us in his behavior. However successful you are, stay grounded, stay humble, because arrogance is adharma and will fail. Only way to success is to continue to be humble and keep learning. When he gets to Lanka and the war starts, Vibhishan, Ravan's brother, comes and wants to join them. The entire army of Rama was against this decision. But Rama decides to believe. His first nature as per Dharma was to trust. And he trusted Vibhishana. And Vibhishana joined the camp and of course helped in the war later. We must have this first response not of disbelief but of trust, of faith, and give people a chance. The other striking quality of Rama throughout his journey is that of forgiveness. of not carrying grudges. The biggest example to me in this was when Ravana is vanquished and is lying on the floor dead. He actually, in his humility, he forgives Ravana because Ravana actually was a big follower of Shiva. He had his also a follower of Dharma, but his arrogance made him lose the path of Dharma and do wrong things. But otherwise was quite a noble man. And he tells Lakshmana to sit there next to him and pray because there could be a lot of learnings which he can get from this person. Forgiveness is a great quality. Carrying grudges in your heart will actually slow you down. It will make your life unhappy. It will rob you of your peace. Forgiveness is dharma. Finally, if you really look at his entire life, his life probably is the worst life you could wish for a man. He is a heir to a throne. Just when he is ready to take over and rule, his father commands him to go to the jungle. He goes. In the jungle, his pretty hard life, and then his newly married wife is kidnapped and taken very far away. Then he has to follow that man's island and then try and get back his wife. After he gets his wife back due to some situation, his wife has to leave him and stay somewhere else. His two children are growing up with his wife and he can't see them so often. And many, many more. Can you believe somebody could have such a terrible situation in their life? But he shows through his life, in spite of having the worst conditions which none of us would probably face, the only way he managed peacefully, happily, was by staying with Dharma. Stay with Dharma. Always ask yourself, what am I doing? Is that right thing to do? Is that truth? That's the simplest way to know Dharma. Do the right thing and do the truthful thing. Always. And wherever you need or tempted to compromise, don't. Because look at Lord Ram's life. Life can be successful and happy and peaceful only if you follow the path of Dharma, irrespective of whatever hardship comes in your life. I hope this helps. Till next time, stay unstoppable.